If you aren't 100% sure what your retirement looks like today, I want you to take a deep breath because you're likely headed for a rude awakening. Most people spend 40 years working 40 hours a week only to realize at the finish line that they've been spinning their wheels the whole time. They face a retirement surprise where their lifestyle is dictated by a budget, not by their effort. A few years ago, my wife and I realized we needed to get our act in to gear and do more. We had done well from property investment. However, the only way to cash in was to sell an entire property, and then our investment returns stopped building for us in retirement. Also, capital gains tax rules on property were set to change, and selling would trigger a major tax hit that would rob us of a big chunk of the gain. We put aside time, sat at the kitchen table, and went through our numbers. We realized that we weren't where we wanted to be just yet. We weren't willing to gamble our hard earned on hot tips or speculative moonshot stocks that can end up going to zero. We needed a way to do two things. One, pump more money into our future without it feeling like a second job. And two, generate above average returns without the risk of losing it all. After years of tinkering with shares, we had our light bulb moment. We stopped trying to find the next big winner and just copy the very simple strategy the most successful investors in the world used. People like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and Peter Lynch, they don't gamble. They buy the highest quality stocks when the price is temporarily down on bad news. They look for giant companies with massive revenue and moats around their business. Then they simply wait for the market to stop panicking on bad news and for prices to rise back to fair value. It's like buying a vintage Ferrari 30% under its true value from a distressed seller. You just know it's probably going to be worth more in a year's time and almost certainly in the next 3. We just copied what they do. We started buying beaten up blue chips as they began to rebound. In under 18 months, our problem was solved. We buckled down and saved hard to pump more into high quality companies at fire sale prices. Suddenly, our $400,000 in super turned into over $1 million on the short-term price rebound. Because we bought at low prices, our rate of return is likely to be higher than the average 10%. Take a look at the difference between a 10% return and 15% return over time on a $100,000 investment. As you can see, a 15% return delivers a substantially bigger return as time goes on, enabling us to begin selling small parcels of shares earlier to fund our retirement lifestyle than a 10% return would allow. This is how accelerated compounding can have a very real impact. Selling shares bit by bit allows our share portfolio to continue to grow by more each year than we take out, ensuring our wealth continues to increase. We didn't take a second job, we didn't work extra hours, we just made a few smart calculated moves. We went from a maybe at 65 retirement to a most likely now at 60 and maybe even at 55. I believe every honest taxpayer, anyone who has put in decades of hard work, deserves to live their ideal life. You shouldn't have to check the price of every item at the grocery store. You should be traveling, spending time with family, and living on your own terms. That is why I created the free early retirement Kickstarter. It is a free 10-video DIY program. No fees, no fluff, just the exact steps my wife and I took to buy back years of our lives. Each video takes about 10 minutes to watch and action. Your future is too important to leave to chance. So stop hoping and start building. Click the link below and let's do this together.